Heritage House sells a lot of fetal models, so if you wanted to see what they look like, you could go to their website. It's www.hh76. I think it's .com. It could be .org, but I think it's .com. And they sell the fetal models. So they describe them in great detail. And I think I have somebody waving at me. Not sure, but hopefully they'll be happy to see their video on YouTube at some point. The organization from where I'm videoing does not really want to be recognized as part of this. However, they may get recognized if these guys are indeed waving at me. I've got you on here video. Oh dear, too many are looking. Who may be on YouTube. So I don't know what they think is happening, but anyway, I hope this organization is not upset. Somebody will recognize the building that they were waving at. Here we have a Respect All Life, St. Rose of Lima, Savannah, Missouri. It's probably a pretty good sized group. Life is great. Pope John Paul II. And it's a little hard to read the smaller print in yellow against white. Respect life, all stages, all ages. Archdiocese of New York. Too many people are waving at me. I hope this stays a little bit quiet. We love babies. We love babies. Babies are delightful. 2-year-olds are a little tougher. But they're part of the we respect life. All stages, all ages. There you go. So we keep going. Take care of those 2-year-olds. There's a group that's got Life St. Cecilia Academy from, I can't tell, Louisville, Tennessee. It's Tennessee. And they are, the girls are singing, "We love babies, yes we do. We love babies, how about you?" And then the gentlemen are coming back in chorus to respond similarly. It's really quite nice to hear that kind of a back and forth between men and women. Father John Wessel Council, Knights of Columbus. Mm-hmm. Life is Great is Diocese of Arlington, Virginia. Very close to here. I keep wondering if I'll find Father Mode. When I hear about Arlington, he came from there originally. I wonder if that's him right there. I don't know. He was my priest in Afghanistan, and he wrote the book, The Grand Padre, about Father Capodanno. He decided he'd do some research on Father Capodanno for his master's thesis, as a pretty normal part of being a priest is getting a master's degree. I don't know how many PhDs we have, but they're pretty humble, and they don't make a real big deal of it. John Paul had several, I'm not sure how many, at least 2. And then he was fluent in languages, but others do too. Very academic as well as spiritual, and just great folks. I know Father Mode has been part of this march when he has been able to do that and been in part of the procession. Just trying to see if that's him. I gotta take a picture with my other camera because then I can zoom in and look more carefully. Where's the gentleman I was looking for? Oh, I lost him. No, I didn't. I can really zoom with this camera, so if I get his general location, I can probably find him. Oh, I think the person I'm looking at is just distinguished looking gentleman. Ah, and there's signs in front of his face, so it's a little hard to tell. Could be, can't tell. Father Mode was really interesting. He said when he was in Arlington, he had made a pro-life course for the high school and on sexuality, if I'm not mistaken. And he also always counseled his folks in marriage prep that they needed to learn natural family planning. And he said, you can learn it from me, or I can refer you to a couple to teach you. And he said most of the people decided to take it from a couple, but he was that serious that he was ready, willing, and able to teach it himself to any of his couples. Very impressive as a priest. I'm pleased to have known him. He may remember me if he would see me. Lots of folks waving. Maybe they're not waving at me, and that would be good. Some folks waving. I'll see if I can catch them. Anyway, 2 cameras going. Just my video camera and my cell phone. And the cell phone may be more accurate. We'll see. I just don't know how long it'll stay. But it can zoom more easily than my little Sony with older kind of things. Journey for Life is one of the signs out there. I just have to giggle because this is just amazing. Mendham, New Jersey, chooses life is a big one down there. The Cathedral of St. Matthew the Apostle. I believe that's here in Washington, D.C. I know that that's the name of the cathedral. St. Matthew, at least St. Matthew's, is the cathedral here in D.C. President Kennedy's funeral was held there, if I'm not mistaken. Paul VI, Catholic High School. Rockhurst. I know Liberty University is here, so they are. Jerry Falwell would have did establish that one. Asking me about abolitionism. I don't know what that's about. University of Florida, Catholic Gators for Life, Stand for Life, All Lives Matter. So these are harder to read than others. Remember the unborn, Jeremiah 1:5, liferunner.org, liferunners.org. A lot of those gentlemen are, the originators are military gentlemen, Air Force folks, and they set up the runs, and then they found out that somebody would be stationed close at hand so that they could actually set things up with a relative ease, not having to do it long distance anyway. They could go and talk to people face to face. Here we have some interesting, I don't know what they're called, kind of banners that have a curved stick in them, and they have a nice shape and kind of hold their shape. St. Ambrose, some place in Pennsylvania. New Orleans Youth for Life. What a huge contingent they have. That's what that one kind of flag is, repeated over and over for quite a distance. I don't even know how to gauge the size of that group, but long enough spent on here, and it probably could be counted. And here's the group that has yellow balloons. I've seen this at the last 3 that I've attended, and they say life. Sometimes people that participate have LI on one sweatshirt and FE on another, and they stand together. They stand together for life. Catholic Campus Ministry, George Mason University. Behold, children are a gift from the Lord. And we have some patients of folks in the front of the Russell Building trying to get in still, to lobby folks, or maybe to take a rest. Look at all these purple hats, and I'm not sure what I'm seeing, but purple, with folks from New Orleans. Archdiocese of New Orleans for Youth for Life. And they had 2 convention centers filled. The Verizon Center and the Armory were full to have masses this morning. I think a total of 35,000, to hold 35,000 youth who are going to be coming, and they would be able to get tickets through their archdiocese if they would just request them soon enough and knew that they were coming, to be able to participate in it. And it's very powerful. At least that's what's been said. The vigil was powerful last night, and the basilica that's designed to hold 5,000 gets packed with 20,000. And they have screens in all of the little alcoves and downstairs in various places so that people who cannot see directly can see on a screen and hear and participate in the Mass. It's amazing. That's to begin an all-night vigil of prayer before this march today. Okay, I'm going to rest the video by camera. That is the phone camera. Whoops, readjusted by accident. Let's keep it down here. Catch more of the corner maybe. I've just left it sitting, tried to be sitting in one location, so it's just constant, but my fingers are getting in the way and I'm bumping things. What's the best way? What's the best angle? It's getting so full, and it just keeps going and going and going. Isn't that amazing? hill to heaven. That's a beautiful sign. I don't know if it's a tree or an arrow. It's green. That's a good idea. Life that is vegetable is green, and it's a soothing color to the eye. So either way is beautiful. Mason Patriots. Here's one that says Crusaders for Life. It's probably their high school mascot is to be Crusaders, like others are Patriots, and all kinds of different names of theirs, but that's what it says. That says, I can't tell what it says. Muskogee Catholic Central High School, maybe? Yes, Muskogee, Michigan. Crusaders for Life. Life is a Human Right. Liveaction.org. Oh, Lila Rose heads that. She's a young lady with moxie. She has gone in to do undercover work to disclose some of the things and practices that Planned Parenthood does that they don't advertise. She wears a hidden camera and microphone, and then she tells what her experience has been. Here we have Jesus Wept, Anglicans for Life. Southeast Indiana, Behold Children Are a Gift from the Lord. Pro-Life Wisconsin is out there too. Equal Rights for Preborn Humans. Queen of Peace High School. It's got a sign that's low to the ground, so it's hard to see. And Sisters of Mary, Mother of the Eucharist. Pro-Life Dominicans. They're out there. Their sign is low to the ground also. Our Lady of the Lakes. It's hard to see from here. AMDG Pro-Life. Jesuit High School, New Orleans. Interesting, so many have come from Louisiana. Amazing. Our Lady of the Lakes, New Jersey. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Pro-Life Wisconsin. Sisters of Mary, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Archdiocese of Hartford. I assume that's Connecticut. Pro-Life Ministry. God is pro-life. Oh, that's true. Absolutely. Here's a blue flag with a seal on it. Can't tell what it says. Life is awesome. Choose life. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's basically what we're celebrating on the 4th of July. You'd think it would be pro-lifers who would absolutely claim the 4th of July as ours and to be defended, as for the nation to be defended. But we're all celebrating the signing of the Declaration of Independence, which stated the purpose of our nation, and that these truths are to be absolutely upheld. And I'm not getting the verbiage right, but check that out one more time. Here's another place, Respecting Human Life, Catholic Medical, I think it's the Catholic Medical Association of America. I don't know if it's CMA or CMAA, but the Catholic Medical Association. I understand that was decimated by the Roe v. Wade decision, but has grown again. And I know there's people who, I heard of a lady from Gig Harbor, Washington, who said, I want a pro-life doctor, because if they don't take care of babies, what are they going to do to me? And as she was well into Medicare time usage, so that was her perspective, and it's rightly so, because there's folks after the pro-abortion laws following it have come euthanasia approvals. Oregon has some pretty disastrous, I think they're disastrous, laws. And at least one woman has been advertised as wanting to be given treatment for a disease in Oregon, and they said, no, we're not willing to do that, but we'll offer you the drug so you can kill yourself. Very, very much the other end of life. But that is certainly part of pro-life ministries as well. Here we're mostly this is the March for Life, so from conception to natural death covers it. We have focused on the babies primarily. But the other end of life is addressed as well, especially as needed. The birth of a single child can change that's a beautiful sign. I like it. It's got looks like somebody dyed a sheet the colors of the rainbow. The birth of a single child can change the world. There's more than that, but that's the beginning of it. Beautiful. Let's get the other camera. Try a little recording on both again. Getting some reflections in here, so I don't know if it's as good as it can be. Maybe I can draw the curtains back a little farther, and that'll help. No, I don't think I can. Maybe as far as I go. Maybe a chair there will work. Okay. Archdiocese of Toledo. Little Sisters vote pro-life. No, Life Sisters Life Sisters vote pro-life. Sí a la vida, no al aborto. Boston. It's a child, not a choice. Don't tread on me. Everyone. That one moved. There's some interesting looking ones in turquoise and white. Try the video again. If I get those nice and big, maybe I can. Instigate here. Oh. I think some people are waving at me. I'm not going to have a very steady phone if I wave back, but here they are. I'll wave back. This group is going to know where they're getting videoed from. It says so on the building here, but hopefully that won't be a deterrent. Anglicans for Life are out there. Diocese of Venice in Florida. Respect life. Diocese of Toledo. Our Lady. St. Elizabeth Seton Catholic Church, Lake Ridge, Virginia. There's more of the turquoise ones. I'm going to try taking some pictures. I know some of these, the lighting and reflection is a little odd. Oh my coat's reflecting now. It's red. Another red. Pull it back. Pull it back, pull it back, way back. Our Lady of Victory Youth Group, State College, Pennsylvania. How about that? Stop abortion, very clear. Have a heart. Homemade sign. Choose life at Yale. I like that. It's interesting. Harvard was first designed as a college to be able to teach missionaries to go forth and spread the gospel throughout the world, so that we would have missionaries covering the globe. Not sure what the primary denomination was for that, but definitely a concern and desire. Oh, trying to see what that is. Yeah, it's huge.
Oh.
Hi, how are you? I'm not taking pictures with it, I don't think.
I just wanted to look real quick.
Pardon me?
I get out of your way, I just wanted to see.
Okay. I'm a life member.
No,
ROA.
that's fine, that's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
I'm Sam Wright, by the way.
Sam Ryan?
Wright.
Right, Sam Wright. You look familiar.
I run the Service Members Law Center.
Oh, that's,
Yeah.
we talked, I think, at the 2012 National Security Convention.
Oh, okay.
Because you're located in Arlington, right? Or are you right here now?
I'm right here.
Okay, okay.
We don't have that Arlington office anymore,
Okay.
everybody's here.
Okay.
Our reduced staff, but
Okay.
I'm going to the March for Life dinner tonight.
Oh, you are?
Will you be there?
I will.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. And I have, since I retired from the military in 2012, I became a great model fertility care practitioner. I'm an intern. So I'm teaching young women or couples to chart, so they can tell when they're fertile or not fertile.
Oh, my girlfriend's coming over a little after 5, gonna drive us over there.
Oh, okay.
You wanna ride?
If I'm still here, because I've gotten pretty familiar with taking the metro.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
She's a Navy nurse.
Oh, maybe I should stay.
Her name is Lynn Blankenbecker. She served 2 terms in the New Hampshire legislature.
Really?
But then she got called back to active duty in 2011.
Okay.
In 2011 in Afghanistan, she was part of a team that treated a wounded soldier for 9 hours, and she pumped 400 units of blood into him.
Oh my goodness.
He survived, and he started medical school in September.
Is this him?
No,
Okay.
this was at our ROA gala on March 4th, a
Okay.
big fundraiser.
Right.
That guy's name is Rob Riggle.
Okay.
He retired recently, like fall of 2013, about 6 months before this gala, from the Marine Corps Reserve, and he got the medal from the Assistant Commandant of the Marine Corps at the gala.
Oh, how wonderful.
But anyway,
That's exciting.
That's cool. Well, anyway, she's going to call me about 5, and then she's coming over here from the Pentagon, and we're going to go together. And I think there's probably room for a third in her car.
Okay. Well, let me see how late I end up staying, because if I
Okay.
can go back early and take a short nap, I might try to do that.
Okay.
Okay, well,
All right.
I look forward to trying to see you
All right.
at
If not,
the
I'll see you
at the dinner.
Have you been to them before? Do you know how many people would like to be there?
I was at the Rose dinner 2 years ago, and it was a good sized room, but it
Was
wasn't.
it the same hotel, the Renaissance, or a different hotel?
No, it was at the Hyatt at that time. So I don't know if they've increased the numbers. I'm really excited about hearing Carl Anderson, the Supreme Knight of the United States, do his talk tonight.
He's what? You mean of the Knights of Columbus?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you, Sid. A gentleman who works here just came in and said he's going to the Rose dinner tonight, so that's pretty exciting. And offered me a ride back to the hotel, so that was just gentlemanly nice. And his wife, or no, not his wife, his girlfriend is a nurse. That could be an opportunity to talk about Creighton and its viability and wisdom, because I am a Creighton model fertility care practitioner in turn, so I teach women / couples to chart. It would be charting the woman. The woman would do the charting, and then the couple uses the information to. I'm trying to see who's waving at me now, but they're folks in green hats today. Team life. That's why I'm here. Good job, guys! Yay! Too many people are saying here. This will not be anonymous for too long, I'm afraid. Human life is sacred. Annapolis right to life. There were quite a few Annapolis midshipmen from the academy at the vigil mass last night. I'm always encouraged to see them, and it's delightful. Here we have First United Methodist Church of Greencastle, Pennsylvania is pro-life. That is rather substantial because overall the Methodist Church has a they would say a pro-choice stance. Although there's exceptions. There's exceptions to pro-choice. How about that? I like that and appreciate the folks who are doing pro-life work from the Methodist Church. I grew up Methodist, so I'm very happy with it. Let me see if I can get these guys that are waving. You can see them maybe in front of the yellow umbrellas there. Some may be wanting to shield themselves from being videoed. I hope they don't mind. Hopefully you guys will be on YouTube. I hope they like it. I hope they like it. So here we go. Hopefully I can, by the grace of God, get this onto YouTube this year, and people can see the immensity and the size of the folks. Here's more green t-shirted or sweatshirted folks waving. So they're hoping, I think they're hoping to be on camera. Equal rights for unborn women. And we have Saint Angela Merci Parish for life. From Missouri, can't see the city, but there they are. Too many people are waving. I'm really amazed. I wonder what they're going to do. We'll see. I hope they like it. I hope they like seeing themselves on YouTube. Maybe they will. The Lord willing. Lord, please help me get this posted on YouTube. Thank you for your goodness. Saint James Monastery, maybe? Stop abortion now. A guy is waving his sign. Pretty visible. I'll stick my CWA thing on my tripod here. There's all kinds of folks that have waved. I hope they like being on video. I guess the waves would be an indication that they're content with it, at least. So, St. Pius V, Traditional Roman Catholic Chapel and School, Melville, Long Island. Here's the Diocese of Brooklyn group. St. Angela Merici. St. Angela Merici is a saint of social workers. She has a niche at, I don't know if you call it a niche, but an altar area at the shrine of the Basilica, the Shrine of the Immaculate Conception. And it said, if I can recall correctly, oh, I can't remember it. It was beautiful, though, talking about the way that you're going to be cloistered. Your cloister is your ward. Your grill is, I can't remember. One of the things was obedience is one of the ways to be honoring God. Okay. Meejans for life. Bishop Meiji High School. Can't tell where they're from. It the sign kind of turns under. The way, the truth, the life. There's a big red life sign, a life flag out there, banner out there. There's a lovely banner. Pray for the unborn. And a Mount St. Mary's Seminary. Emmitsburg, Maryland.